Hi, this is Dr. Matar. Today we're going to talk about what makes cheese unhealthy and how to make it healthy. So let's start. What makes cheese unhealthy? Well, the main protein in cheese is called casein. Casein is the main protein in milk. And now we know for a fact. In the past, we did not know for a fact. We had some doubts about whether or not casein is healthy. Now we know for a fact it's not healthy. There's a direct connection between casein and cancer. Okay? So that is something that everybody should know. That's one. Number two, most cheeses are very high in saturated fats. Now, because of the keto wave that is swiping the entire nation and the world, people think saturated fats are good. This is not true. At least not to the extent that the new wave of keto diet is trying to tell people. So one day this fad will disappear like what happened with other fads, and we will go back to basic science that shows that saturated fats are not good for you. Of course, I'm not talking about never having saturated fats, because if they do exist in something that you're eating, occasionally it's really not a big deal, especially if you're healthy. If you're not healthy and you have heart disease, then you should not really have saturated fats. So that's reason number two. Then reason number one is casein and its connection to cancer. Reason number two is the saturated fat and how it affects your body. Number three, cheese is addictive. It causes more of a serious addiction than alcohol or than addiction to sugar and so forth. You can actually give up sugar and give up many different foods that are unhealthy, but it's really hard for those who are addicted to cheese to give it up. Okay? One reason for this is because cheese is dense. Very high content of protein, very high content of fat, which makes it dense. Dense food affect the brain, your brain chemistry, your neurotransmitters, and you become addicted to this food. Cheese is probably a perfect example of a dense food. Having said all of that about cheese, what if you still want to have some cheese because you like it? How can you eat cheese without actually paying a dear price for eating it? There's a way to do that. Number one, if you are really addicted to cheese and you really love cheese, the best kind of cheese for you to eat is the hard cheese, the one that's concentrated, the one that that's high in fat, high in sugar, high in salt, high in everything. Okay. However, never consume more than a single ounce of it at any sitting. Hopefully, never more than a single ounce a day. Okay, so that's rule number one. You can have it, have no more than a single ounce. And a single ounce is actually more or less like a 1 inch, cubic inch of cheese, which is hefty. Don't consume it directly. That's rule number two. Grate it or slice it really thinly, shave it, and apply it to the outside of your dish. If you're having a salad and you want to add some cheese to it, maybe some grated or shaved salad mixed into the salad. A lot of salad, a little bit of cheese. You still get the flavor, by the way. It's still significant. If you're having some dish of beans, you add some grated or shaved cheese to the outside of that dish, and you eat it and you'll feel that you're eating a lot of cheese. You can have pasta, you grate it on top of the pasta. Actually, no matter what it is that you're having, you can definitely add some cheese to it and enhance that flavor. And by doing so, you will eat less cheese and less cheese and less cheese, and eventually you don't have to have the cheese, because that's how you kill the addiction. Okay? You do it gradually, you do it over time. You use the exact same ingredient, the unhealthy ingredient that caused the addiction in the first place, but you mix it in with other foods. So if you're having, say, steak, add some cheese to it. If you're having some seafood dish, of any kind, add some cheese to it. Never more than a single ounce. As you go, you want to go to probably half an ounce and never more than a half ounce. And then maybe never more than a teaspoon, and so on and so forth. There's really nothing healthy about cheese. This is a scientific fact. But it's broadly used. People are addicted to it. People love the flavor, and so forth. And that's how you can eat cheese, even for the rest of your life. Even for the rest of your life. Without, incurring the damage that cheese will create in your system. Okay? Enjoy. Hi, this is Dr. Matar again. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe so you can get the future videos. If you're new to the channel, what I do here is I discuss cases of my most successful patients who struggled with diet and exercise, yet were able to achieve, at the end of their programs, a well, fit, and slim life. I want the same for you, so if you have any questions or comments, please send them my way. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.